Sister, I should explain.
Is it safe for you to come to such a...
What? No, it's fine. It's not like we caused a riot or anything. We even...
That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
I know we talked before about the loophole in the King's protective magic, but I never thought you would be the one to... And that lance you presented...
We didn't mean for it to be such a spectacle. But at least we kept a tyrant off the throne.
And that's why I was wondering if I could ask you something.
Because... Well, now that Luis is out of the picture, we know who's got the best chat. A man as powerful as him. Well, you know how it is. We hear all kinds of nasty rumors swirling about.
Tuna, are you seriously trying to dig up dirt on Santa Fe?
Oh, loosen up a bit. You can't deny that people talk, and God knows they always have. Especially about the night of the attack. Asking how anyone could sneak into the castle, let alone get to the prince. Remember when those rumors started? Father was on edge for days. I remember even when I hadn't said anything, I don't suppose... you ever heard... Sorry. I don't mean to die. I was talking with one of our allies, Hulkenberg. She said Forden mentioned something he couldn't have known, unless he was unlikely as it is. If it turns out Forden was involved, she won't suffer him being crowned. And you're the eldest daughter of House Cygnus, a Sanctist family. The people would see you as an accomplice to a man. I couldn't bear to let that happen.
Then... suppose His Eminence Forden were guilty of such sin.
What do you mean?
Well, I was but a girl of only 12 years. I knew nothing about the inner workings.
Sister?
Nothing. I'm fine. If a tad overworked. All these new developments and tragic events.
Sister!
I'll be fine. Really. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. If I am to be... maybe I'll hold off on the harder drinks today. It's been a long time since we could spend some simple time together like this. I'll see you again soon.
About that. Let's rest.
That's Luis.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now, let's get this year's Saints' Day Festival of Montario underway. We will begin with a few words from His Eminence, Sanctifex Forden.
Looks like Dracodios had...
Today is a day of great celebration. A day to offer. Luis is dead. The royal family's murderer has been put to justice. Now much of the kingdom's trust lies with me. Even this king-defying love. I would not see further bloodshed in endless, futile conflict. Is it not past time for reconciliation and open dialogue?
He's talking as if the race is already over.
All but a formality now, isn't it?
His Eminence has the overwhelming majority on his side.
No. He would end...
So he's just going to call the race while he's... But the throne's decided by the...
Forden only had to abide by that when he had Luis to compete with. If...
Oi! The game's not over yet, you cocky...
We only seek to submit to the will of the people.
Forden for the throne! Then, hail his majesty!
Damn him. The people already believe him the victor.
Let's go.
Now?
If he's going to keep it close to hand, we'll never have a chance to swap it out. We'll have to take it by force.
We have no choice.
If there really is...
So you were after this lance all along?
His mag...
What did you? How dare you, you pagan wretch! You would steal this holy lance for your own vile ends! That...
Assassins. Then we're in good... That night, you were the one behind the attack on His Royal Highness. You framed Luis for your crime and banished him from the palace.
Precisely the sort of baseless claim.
Baseless, is it? In that case, shall we
You, the royal family, is gone. Luis is dead.
You traitor!
You call His Eminence a traitor? Preposterous!
Your Majesty Forden, punishment to the disloyal.
Behold, the flock has spoken. Those who defy me are to be executed. Before you die, know that I am in your debt for killing Luis.
Del, what the hell's going on? I thought the prince...
It's clearly not. The prince's assassination, the whole lot. It was all the Sanctists. It was all that bastard pulling... Wait.
You! Who are you?
We're at a festival. Should we not be festive? I've come to meet you, Forden.
Luis. Impossible. How could you have survived? Not that it matters. It falls to me to finish the job, then. Coming here sealed your fate. Hell awaits, and this time I'll make sure you stay there. Face your divine punishment, Luis! But why?
It appears your sins outweigh mine.
What have you done?
That lance is counterfeit, just like you. This is the true lance.
You snake, Luis.
Did he just...
No.
Nothing to see here.
Del, what's going on?
Good people! You have heard the truth with your own ears. Forden was the vile mastermind behind the prince's assassination. For casting his sins upon me, for seeking to usurp the throne, I have passed due judgment. A tainted Sanctifex. What's the matter? You seem lost for words. You believe me resurrected?
Then how? How are you...
Forden's attendant?
No!
Back at the Grand Cathedral, I ordered the dead to recover my body if they need it.
I had always intended for Forden to die by my hand, and the first step in his downfall was Zorba's infiltration.
Impossible. The lance pierced you through.
It did indeed. And frankly, I'm still impressed. Few could land such a decisive blow against me. But I'm afraid fate was on my side.
Mortal anatomy is my speciality. I knew at first glance that the wound was deep, but the heart was intact. Lord Luis is destined, so I devised a plan. I would proclaim his death and deceive both Ford. After that, it was simply a matter of magically regenerating his flesh overnight.
I could have emerged as soon as I'd healed. But where's the theater in that? Today is a day of celebration. The least I could do is offer a fitting death.
Why do you have the real lance? What?
Wee bit slow on the uptake, eh? I just told you. I was present for the inspection. It was hardly a difficult task to
So you knew the truth of it? No. Have you always been ahead of us? Ever?
A holy lance, a convincing prop. What does it matter? Had I truly died, it would simply indicate that I was never fit for my ambitions. Power is the only true arbiter. Behold the proof. Forden lies dead, and the lance is in my hand.
You let us do as we pleased, even knowing the risks.
Indulge me a question. You stole the magic formula from me. Surely you soon learned that it was useless. That's why you then resorted to killing the caster. You were desperate to lift the spell. In other words, the curse's victim still draws blood. For that reason, you sought to kill me even amidst this competition, even with the difficulty of the king's magic. So, His Venerable Highness the Prince, where is he?
Please, spare us!
No! Stop! Leave them be!
How quickly the Sanctus break rank and flee. Their flock left to die. This is Sanctism.
No! Stop him!
Don't!
Out of the way!
What?
Why?
Go! Run!
Come now.
Thank you. You protect them. Yet what value do they have to you?
It's not that! This is just wrong! It's wrong, me lord!
I see. So even you two have faltered.
Fidelio!
Hey! Wake up!
I get it now. Only fair thing in this world is power. With it, you can take whatever you want in this life. Or so I thought.
Tell.
But you know, if all the weak get left behind, who's left to protect them? I've been an idiot. Sorry about that. Stop talking, Del. I see it, you know. Our little diner. Music in the air. It's grand. Look after Lady Juna.
Huh? Hey. Del?
Del!
Pitiful. See what brotherhood...
Lord Louis. That's what it all comes down to for you, yeah? The strong are right, the weak. Doesn't matter what you were born into, there's fairness in that. We thought that if you had a proper strong fella on top, he'd be able to put a stop to all the meaningless discrimination. But we had it wrong. You're no ray of hope. It doesn't matter to you. Killing anyone, it doesn't make you feel unclean. You're the kind of cold-blooded
Do not concern yourself with this peon, Lord Louis. With my new...
This way! Step aside. You have important work to do.
Hey! Seize the criminals who murdered his eminence!
We didn't do it, but we should probably still run.
Shut up! What about Del?
I will not let you die in vain. Your brother didn't do this so you could get yourself killed.
Shite!
Come, make it.
Oh. It went about as well as could be expected. We wanted something nicer for his grave, but they told us something like that's reserved for...
You can expect little else in Altabri.
We've just gotten ourselves out of the public eye. If we had gone as a group,
I wish we could have mourned him at his home. It had to happen in the lap of the Sanctus. I hear the Parapists typically prefer a more joyful send-off.
It's all right. Us soldier kids could never afford to be too picky. Telling you he couldn't choose. The fact that you were there, Lady Juna.
Basilio.
Best to leave him be for a while.
by the way, have you checked the
Unfortunately, it still hasn't lifted.
But Forden brazenly admitted that he had been the mastermind.
Someone must have cast it at Forden's command. Unless we can find and kill...
We've more pressing problems at hand, don't we? Now Louis knows the prince is alive.
The village is deep in the forest. It's not an easy place to find, even if you're looking. Going to the prince's side could be dangerous. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But even if we sought the real culprit, we no longer...
If I might make a suggestion, perhaps we should visit my... But that's tomorrow's concern. As for tonight, we could all...
Oh, look at you, kid. Seems you made it out.
Are you alive? Don't tell me you pulled some bloody trick. Just like Louis.
Basilio, sorry.
But why? I can't without you. Tell I only made it this far because I followed you. Don't give me that. You're the strong one. Me, I never knew where I was going. Basilio, protect the weak. Swear you'll do it, not for me, but for yourself. Don't give me that look. Well, this one's goodbye. Let's hear it, Basilio. You fight, but why?
O Lodestar, ye grief-racked brother, O thou anguished traveler. Thy long stagnant stance hath finally been broken. Now choose thy path.
Not really a choice. It's back to the starting line. This time I'll lead. Ardell entrusted me with this chance. I've got to show him I've got this.
Thank you. Thou hast chosen a noble parting. O Lodestar, whose light reveals the king's own path. Henceforth, thy fears and insecurities are thy light. Awaken.
See you around, Dell.
Thank goodness! You're finally awake! You were passed out! Don't scare me like that! Not that I can blame you. After all that's happened.
Sir Basilio, there's magla flowing through him. I think it's the same as our power.
It's you lot. From before.
They want to pay their respects for Fidelio.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Ardell. Funny, innit? Maybe this world's not so bad. Thanks.
By God, what in the world is that, lads? It struck down Sanctifex Forden right before our eyes.
And Luis made sure it was a bloody spectacle, before an audience even. The bastard is making sport.
We must devise a plan. Otherwise, even if Luis does not sway our supporters, they may lose faith in...
Before all else, we must choose a successor, but they need not share.
I have brought her here.
You requested an audience?
Rella, we must ask your support. Let me be direct. We would like you to enter the tournament as a formal...
This girl? Have you gone mad? I reject this proposal. If anyone is to succeed His Eminence, it should be me.
See sense. Strength alone means nothing. And without that, you...
Rella, will you not speak?
You are wise beyond your years, Rella. Surely you understand. What the lost children need now is not a righteous avenger. The people would flock to a saint who dwells among her people. Already many would rejoice to see you rule as queen.
This is...
Of course, you would have our full support. Naturally, we will make arrangements so that the tournament's next round...
Even so,
Allow me to clarify. This...
Well...
Hey, sounds like we've got big news. I figured they'd shove someone up to take Forden's place. But where it is, it'll be Saint Rella.
The mourning for Forden's barely started, and they're already lining up his successor. And Rella at that.
They're getting careless. Though, thinking about it, maybe it's a smarter choice.
But, say Saint Rella wins against Luis, becomes proper queen and all gets to do what she wants. Doesn't that tidy this whole thing?
No! This can't be her own decision. Just the idea of being queen.
The politicians must be trying to make her their puppet. Perhaps...
This isn't good. Probably not the best time to talk.
But that's got to mean they're keeping the tournament going, right? Then they'll probably...
Either way, I don't like it. This is all escalating too fast for my tastes. All the support Forden had campaigned for will likely just go straight to Rella with hardly a day. If Luis and the Sanctus Church are trying to reclaim the status quo as the two pillars of government, after all, just lifting the curse isn't going to be enough to restore the prince to the...
Indeed. Luis versus Rella. Front-runner and runner-up, with no ties to the royal family between them. Everyone will see plain that popularity... His Highness himself will have to win this battle on the faith of the people, or his claim to the crown will never be a...
Besides which, Luis now knows that His Highness lives. His whereabouts have not been discovered, but the Kingslayer...
So many obstacles.
Well, I know one way to keep a VIP protected. A classic tactic, really. The military... We use a body double. You're supposed to be a dead ringer for the prince, yeah?
You mean he pretends to be the prince? That's absurd. You realize it's a capital offense to impersonate royalty.
I'm in. As long as they don't find me.
You can't just casually drop an I'm in.
Ardell was right about you being mental. I think we could pull it off, though. The prince has been gone ages. Nobody's in a position to point...
Wait, just think about this. He's elder. The royal family's Clamar, and have been for generations. His appearance would...
If I may. His Highness the Prince lacks the Clamar horns. Some rumors suggested 'twas not some miraculous feature of the prince alone, but... I've heard no confirmation either way myself, but at the very least, 'tis a tale any aristocrat is bound to have heard and...
In other words, with an elder claiming the prince's name and a known royal knight to vouchsafe him, we'd have enough...
Of course, all this means little, unless our double himself is willing. What say you?
I am the prince. Was that believable?
Even this doesn't get to you?
Your resolve has been challenged many times over, and never have you strayed. I am humbled once more.
Good. Then we declare ourselves tomorrow, where this announcement's going to take place. Seems like the
Right then. Looks like I'll have to give the old girl up my cue as well. From here on, it's nose to the grindstone until my magnum opus is finished.
Can we talk?
What now?
Hey, nice.
In truth,
Indeed.
What's this? All right then.
I'm tired.
Why, you little...
what's happened?
Awfully chilly.
Oh,
What are we to do?
For that, proper aces.
All right then.
Uh-huh.
We got a mother of all storms a brewing.
Is this it?
Damn.
beg pardon. Hey, mister!
How did this happen?
Hang on a minute, you. Hang on a minute, you.
I'm just...
What I do here?
You there!
Hang on. Yep. What am I doing?
Why?
Whatever should I do?
Can't be.
All right then.
Go.
Sure.
Good night.
Yeah.
You.
Certainly.
Hey, mate.
So...
Right.
Ha.
Then... I...
Whatever. Leave it to me.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Look, it's that boy candidate. The one who betrayed Luis, or...
Hold on! I thought it was Sanctifex.
I think it's both. But hard to say what actually happened. Suppose it's true what they say about Elder.
Couldn't get a read on what kind of reputation we had before, but it seems worse.
Once we stand for His Royal Highness the Prince, that will surely change.
St. Rella is here.
Thank you all for joining me, even in the midst of this turmoil. I am Rella Cygnus, of the Crown Theatre. The reason I ask that you all gather here today is so that I may formally announce my succession to His Eminence. I know not if I am worthy, but under the teachings of the noblesse, I am determined to become a worthy king, a queen.
The saint herself is to be our queen.
Allowed to just jump in mid-race like that? Everyone seemed pretty annoyed.
The tournament's winner is not guaranteed the throne. Fairness was never really a factor. Whoever has the skill to...
Listen to that roar. Even from here, I can feel her aura of magic. I suppose that...
From the looks of it, she's perfectly situated to pick up where Forden...
I object! Rella! You have no true experience in the political world. And you would rise to Sanctifex Forden's heights. I have been loyal to God and His Eminence Forden my whole life!
Master Guido, truly I do see the truth in your words. However, this is also the will of the Crown.
Friends gathered here, do you... Once the nation has dissolved into chaos, it will be too late! Appoint me as champion of sanctity.
Not sure about that. We know your name, but honestly, you don't have much in...
The man has no charisma. If I had to choose, I'd rather follow Saint...
And they say Sanctifex Forden killed the prince, too. If that's true, then I don't know if I'd trust his closest...
Friends!
Is that Luis's Gauntlet Runner?
As usual, I find you all embroiled in...
What is...
For the sake of those mired in your endless, fruitless squabbles, I have come to propose we give truth.
What?
The people's eyes have been opened. This entire tournament is a self-indulgent travesty of the Sanctus Church's making. First the king, and now you dogs of God. Why do you preach the true understanding is mutual and blind to the balance of power? Ignorant, willful or otherwise, to the sin and weak. Face the truth. Our world is lawless, and your efforts have done nothing to quell the chaos. It is time we were judged only by our abilities. Victory means nothing unless won by skill, and it is no less true for the
Skill? What skill would you put on this?
I see no more reason to forbid the killing of...
You would have the race decided by violence. And I suppose you believe yourself capable of personally reversing the king's magic.
Oh, king! You have witnessed our trials, have you not? You have seen a divine relic used to defy your shield! The lance rests in my hand. With its power, my victory is assured. But surely you would not see the race decided by such injustice. I will not give voice to the lie that this world is subject to any god's reign.
What is his aim? If he has the key to certain victory in his hand...
Never takes what he doesn't win. That's Luis to the core. He means every word he says. When you're clawing up from the bottom and you hear him talk like that, you can't help but dream. Only a madman claims lies and contradictions.
Luis Guillerburn, what manner of life has this man lived to make him...
He says that, but with that lance, he could kill any... He killed Sanctifex Forden, and now threatens Saint Rella.
Do not fear. Even should Luis claim all the power he desires, I will... Even should our nation dissolve into anarchy, I will all...
Sister...
I expected little else of Forden's loyal pet. It seems there is more to the saint than vapid Come, O king! There can be no more doubt! The masses desire a truly fair battle!
Be this thy course. Thou wouldst rule by strength alone.
He's talking!
Like when he first rose. I killed Forden, yet has my standing fallen at all? Surely you would know. This petty race limps forward, while the land is further flooded with anxiety and monsters. You have left us an age of strife. You are powerless to stop it. And in your place, fool king, I will restore the balance and right this land's wrongs!
So be it. They who remain seeketh a clash without hindrance. Very well. Now and hereafter, my magic shall no longer protect thee. Face this as a trial renewed. If ye would be a true king, then I bid thee prevail.
You see that light just now?
The magla flow surrounding the candidates has disappeared.
Then this lance of dragons is no more. Children lost in Sanctism's shadow, the fog of deception has finally cleared. There is no God. Think hard on your salvation, and whether you'll find it.
No. He would even deny us our prayer? It's true. His Majesty has broken. If it has come to...
You know it was not I who laid the prince low. Which means that if you oppose me still, it is for the... I can finally face the... A near-death invalid has no place upon the throne. The mere suggestion is ludicrous. You do well to follow the king's example.
To cast aside all we've fought for would accomplish nothing. We too strive for a vision. Luis, you will never take the rightful heir stands before you. Look upon our candidate and know his true claim. He is the legitimate son of his late Majesty King Hytlodius V, last heir to the throne of Euchronia. His Highness, the Prince himself, has risen to vanquish evil. For his people, he defies the pain and suffering of the curse he endured.
His Highness the Prince? His Highness?
His Highness the Prince! They're mad, the lot of them.
Indeed he is. 'Tis the very proof you seek. Anyone who truly knows His Highness himself will see what... Indeed. There is no denying it.
Rella!
Sister?
I saw for myself when I personally treated His Highness. They'd warned me against revealing it to the public, but the time for discretion is past. His Highness the Prince has Elden blood coursing through his veins. His Majesty told me that the boy's birth mother was an elder woman. The Prince was...
Enough of this.
A bold gambit, to reveal yourself before both Rella and I. Indeed, I have no retort. After all, he's been dead so long. Fine then, so be it. This marks the true battle between those who would fight for the throne. Face your unworthy ideals and come to terms. I shall await at the royal capital to meet the one left.
Rella, Forden's legacy is rightfully mine. It won't be long before this conflict turns violent. Do you really think you have what it takes?
You were head of the guards and you failed to protect Santifex Forden. Are you want to talk?
And you think yourself my better, do you? If it's a contest of strength you want. My magic.
Please, do not cause further distress to the devout.
Did you see that? Those were... Sister.
Children of God, I know the burdens you bear. I see the fear and anxiety that... But rest at ease, my beloved citizens. Sanctism is and shall ever be your fortress. Know that I will protect all of you. Pray with me now. Close your eyes.
She's right. Saint Rella can even heal our country.
Saint Rella!
Be careful. I sense Magla. There's something beyond rhetoric in her words. Sister!
I'm lifting their fears and anxieties. I can take yours too. With enough devotion, you can lock your anxieties away and they should... Sanctifex Forden saw Sanctism as only a tool. A means to exploit the people. Abuse. And yet, even then, did this twisted form of Sanctism save no unfortunate souls? Luis claims that there is no God. That true equality is only earned in pitiless competition. Are the believers fools to fear?
Saint Rella.
I will save the people of this land in the truest sense. They shall live with no worries, no anxieties.
But through magic? You forced the fears out of their very hearts. 'Tis no salvation to...
Perhaps not. But this country has bled them of it for... Besides, what makes you any more fit to speak of rightness? The real prince is surely at death's door, isn't he? After all, you're I've told you before. The prince's curse was crafted to perpetually draw upon the caster's magic.
Wait. No. You healed His Highness. It was only by virtue of your presence that he's...
Oh, was I not clear enough? Allow me to clarify. On that night, it was my back.
This isn't good. There's magic flooding...
Keen senses indeed.
No. Why?
I was. And Luis was only a boy. All the better for any witnesses to suspect him. Yet I was interrupted in casting. What would have been a fatal curse became something unorthodox and incomplete. A spell with no formula. All you can do now. As heiress to the Sanctis Church's legacy, I will never hand over the royal scepter. Not to Juna, I will await you amidst our dearest memories. Find me where the failures of the Sanctis Church lie buried. A place I'm sure you know well.
Isn't that a...
Halt! I will not let you escape. You've ruined... You will never leave this city alive. I am...
They're calling in the cavalry! We've got incoming runners, plural! We need to...
Norris! Swiftly!
Lost it, I know! Who put this cliff here?
What about the teleportation? That takes time we don't have!
We've got nowhere to go but up into the sky!
So we do. Then, that's what we'll do. We fly!
Wait, you're saying...
I finished preparations long ago. Time was something I had in surplus.
Then?
But if it fails, it's curtains for us. We all die here. You hear me?
I trust you.
We're dead if we don't move either way. I agree. He speaks true.
Just take us up already. We've all flown before, right? Except me.
Norris! Is this not your dream? Then bring it to life! Here and now!
I'll do it. I'll take you with me. beyond the sky!
What the?
Not yet. Trust your technology near us. It's time. Let's
Possible. It can fly!
Yeah! We're flying like a bally bird with wings and all. Did you not see that? How'd you like that?
My ears are popping.
So it takes some getting used to.
Take that, world! I've really done it! Look at her! That's my Sky Runner!
After that drop, I thought we'd die even if we didn't crash. Now that we're past the worst of it, it's actually smooth.
A bit of faith, Medivh?
You're telling me that tiny patch is the city? It's like a child's toy. Seeing it like this, it's easy to imagine the people as little dots.
Phew, that was terrifying. I'm just glad it flew okay. Don't you think?
I always knew Nurse could make it.
Only because you're as bold and big-headed as I am, what? Really, old boy, I'd not be here without you to give me the push.
So, about our next...
We must pursue Pursue Rella as soon as possible. His Highness is running.
Where did she say she was going? Where the... My guess is the Mage Academy, or what remains of the place. Nobody goes near it now.
You don't say. No wonder you're so knowledgeable.
For a dropout, I suppose.
The Royal Mage Academy, then. 'Twas known as the finest school.
Lady Juna, I've got to ask. What was St. Rilla like back in your school days?
No! It can't be. Maybe I just never knew the real her. I keep thinking, if she'd just quietly taken over for Forden, we could have... Even if she inherits the Sanctifex's authority, she's nothing like Forden. That's not her. I thought she wasn't like that. Now she's saying she was part of this...
Then we've got to get to her fast as we can. We know where she is, yeah?
That would be prudent, yes. But Captain, a reef for your thoughts, lad. If she is truly the culprit, then the curse will persist so long. This means we will have to kill her. Are you up to the task?
Juna, would you prefer to stay?
I can't afford to. If at the last minute I can't face it, then you can leave me where I stand.
Lady Juna.
What's the matter? It's plain.
Oh, no. It's nothing specific. It's just that... something's felt wrong. I'm sorry. It's hard to